to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So just wanted to do a quick video about preparing for marriage. No, I'm not married, even though you may have seen my thumbnail, it looked like I was. It was just to get your attention. I'm not engaged, I'm not married, I don't even have a boyfriend. But I was just really thinking of, in my single season, the things that I need to work on, and really what does it mean to prepare for marriage. And you know, I asked God that question, and it's just been something that's just been subconsciously on my mind. Like, you know, you always hear in your single season, just, you know, have fun and create the life that you want, and build your wealth, and chase the job, chase the bag, and things like that. And then when it's time to get married, then you get married. You attract marriage to you, or you attract the person who is meant to be a lifetime partner for you, or meant to just be a partner for you for whatever season of your life. You attract that person. But not too many people are talking about how to prepare. I mean, once you get the person, then what? Like, then what? You know? So I was just thinking about, just from my understanding of what marriage is, and don't get offended, this is just all opinion based, but I was just thinking about what marriage is, and you know, the purpose of marriage. And I feel like a lot of us have work to do. I think in our single season, we are too caught up in, you know, trying to look good, and that's great. That's a number one plus, because of course, for someone to be attracted to you, they have to be physically attracted to you first, because we don't know you. So if you walking around looking crazy, we're gonna walk right on past you. So if you're attractive, that's the first thing. You have to attract people. I get that. Working on your health, working on yourself, working on, you know, making sure you look nice, you find styles that work for you, you're, you know, working on making sure your makeup and your hair is looking nice and things like that. That's wonderful. Keep that up. But beyond that, I think that when you're preparing to be a wife or a husband, you need to be making sure that the things in the background that people can't see are the things that you're working on. That means your heart. What is your heart posture? What is in your heart that you feel like, nah, that gotta go? You know, whether it's you are vengeful, hateful, negative, whether that's you being envious, jealous, racist, you are sexist. You know, it's so many things that can be in your heart, and you may not even know it's in your heart. It's just maybe you've been around it, or you've adapted this new idea of what's going on in life around you. You may have adapted that idea that, okay, yeah, this is what I want. And it may not be something that you per se truly feel or you believe, but for some reason, when you're around things, or you're constantly watching things on TV, social media, things like that, it gets into your subconscious, it gets into your spirit, it gets into your heart, and you're like, okay, you kind of vibing with it, and you may not speak on it, but it's made room in your heart. It's dug into your heart, and you may not know it until you're like, oh well, a woman's supposed to do this, a man's supposed to do that, and you're like, where did that come from? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's just coming from things that you're watching, things that you're hearing, things that you're letting into your spirit. And so you need to make sure that you're working on that. Like, if you really feel like there's some things that need to be cleaned up, if you are overly sensitive, if you have trust issues, any of that going on, you need to be working on that. Because there's no use of you getting the husband or getting the wife, and then you lose it, or you cause hell for that person, because you can't trust, and you can't, you know, you can't allow people to be who they are. You can't accept them for who they are. You feel like you just have to be overbearing and over controlling. And I've had that problem before too in relationships, and I know that's something that I still need to work on. It's a constant daily choice that I have to work on, because I do want to be able to be a good wife, and not feel like I am trying to have control of the relationship, of the marriage, because it's just not a good look. I don't want to be in my masculine energy. I want to be in my feminine energy. So with that being said, I need to let go of control and possessiveness and all of that. Like, if a person chose me, they chose me for a reason. So we are in this, we getting married and things like that, then there's a reason. So I should not have to sit around and constantly try to control your every move just because I need to feel secure. I need to feel secure in knowing that you chose me and you could have chose someone else. Another thing we need to work on is the way that we handle money. If you are here splurging, you don't know how to save a dime, if you're out here holding on to your money so tight that you know, you like, I don't want to spend money on nothing extra. If I could, I could have thousands of dollars in the bank, but if it was up to me, I would live in a studio apartment for the rest of my life, just as long as I don't have to spend money. Those are two extremes, and you need to work on that, because don't nobody want to be with somebody who is so, they hold onto money so tight, it's like you got to pry their hand open just to go to dinner one night. And don't nobody want to be with somebody who they're afraid to have a shared bank account with you, because you're just going to go and splurge it all on everything and you got bills to pay. And maybe they want to save money. You have to have a good balance. That's something that's really important. Know how to manage and handle money and know how to make money. Both parties are supposed to be there to help each other. So all that, oh, the man's just supposed to take care of home and all that, that's beautiful, it sounds nice, but it's the reality. And ladies, you should want to have your own anyway. Like, you never know what can happen to your husband. He could walk away, he could pass away, he can become disabled, anything, and then what are you going to fall on? What are you going to do? So always be mindful. It's okay, ladies, stop living in this 1950 world in your mind where the woman's just going to sit at home and be a stay-at-home mom, and the man's going to be able to take care of it. Well, even if he could, don't be mad if it's not up to your standard. You want this lavish lifestyle, but you don't want to work, or you don't want to contribute to helping this man to get to what you're envisioning. If you were single, you'll be doing it. So why not do it while you are in a marriage, when the goal is for you two to come together and to build together and to make each other's life easier, and of course, to come together and help each other reach the purposes that God has for us. Therefore, you shouldn't be trying to focus on this stay-at-home mom stuff. And some men say that too. They want to be a stay-at-home dad. You need to get it together. This is a world where we need as many people bringing their pockets together as possible, because inflation is real, and living in society is not easy. So if we're coming together, I'm not looking at you as my free ticket to just sit on my behind. That's not the way it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be able to help each other to reach the goals that we are trying to reach in life. Another thing you need to work on is how you're talking. If you are a female, if you're a woman, a queen, you need to walk in that energy, and you need to speak in that energy. You shouldn't be, all loud. Shouldn't be the loudest in the room. Shouldn't be, cursing all the time. And I'm not trying to put anybody down who curse all the time. That's your own personal preference. That's your own personal choice. But I'm just saying, be more light, more soft. Because men, a strong man, a man who is wanting to marry you is going to want a woman who is more soft. Like, she could be fun, she could be like a homie and everything, but at the right time. Not always in that energy of being loud and, ratchet or whatever, terms go around these days with people being loud and stuff. We just want to make sure that we're working on being able to be calming. We want to be the peace in the storm for our husbands. And husbands, we don't need somebody who's always yelling and being crazy and talking crazy and calling us disrespectful names either. You can be in your masculine energy, but also be respectful. We want respect. We want a respectful man, a man that we can respect. So it goes both ways. I'm not just saying, oh, the women. No, it's men too. Because there's some men walking around that just don't know how to speak to women. They don't know how to respect a woman. And they're just disrespectful all the way around the board. That ain't somebody that we want to marry either. So both parties, if you're trying to get married, and it's not even just to go getting married, like, you should also want this for a life change for yourself. Meaning it's not going to change after you get married. because it's something that you personally want for yourself. So make sure that you're working on that, and make sure that you are for sure and you're comfortable in your own skin and the things that you want. So if you're saying you want X, Y, and Z, you need to be able to be X, Y, and Z and bring that to the table as well. It's a mirroring effect. So you need to make sure that what you're asking for, you are as well. When you look in the mirror, you should say, that's the kind of person I would like to marry, or that's the kind of person that I could respect. And they don't have to be just like you. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying the qualities, the things that you value, those are the things that you guys should have in common. And you should be able to, you need to be able to have confidence in saying, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I would like. And, you know, don't let it change. Stand on it. Because an unsure woman or an unsure man is not a good person to marry, because then they're always going to be changing. Oh, I don't know. Well, I think I want to do this. I think I want to do that. Maybe we should do this. Maybe we should do that. We need some certainties going on. So, you know, really work on the things that are hidden in the background that a lot of us can't see. You know how your spirit is. You know how your heart is. You know the mental things that you struggle with. That's another thing. Work on your mental health. Don't be trying to get into a marriage. Don't be asking somebody to pick you just to be a liability to them. Like you're somebody that they're constantly having. They have to play your doctor, your counselor, your therapist. They want to be happy too. They want, when they get married, they're not just looking to get married just to have somebody to take care of. They want to be married and happily married. Just like you want to be happily married. So make sure you get all that stuff corrected and fixed before you try to get with somebody and court somebody, or you try to position yourself to be chosen to be a wife. Make sure that your mental health is on point. Like you worked on it. You've made the changes. You've gone through the therapy. You've gone through the changes that you needed. You've reconnected with your higher being. You have worked on yourself internally. Because nobody wants to be married to somebody who is all over the place, somebody who just doesn't know, you know, how to be happy. So those are things that you need to work on. In my opinion, there's plenty more, but we're just going to do these 5, I think, for now. And we will, you know, just keep the conversation going. Let me know what you think. Drop your ideas or things. If you're married, give us some ideas. Give us some feedback, married people, on the things that we need to be working on in our single season. And, you know, make sure that you're polite and courteous and respectful and not judgmental, because we're not here to do that or bash anybody. We're just here to help one another out. That's it. That's what this platform is for. That's what this channel is for, just to help each other grow and to help each other to see things a little bit differently, so we can reach the goals that we want for our own personal life. So drop your comments below. We'll keep the conversation going, and we will talk next time. Bye.